Hello, everybody. Dr. Lemster here. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. We are heading now into topic 7, which I can't believe that next week will be our last week in the class. Topic 7 is focused on STEM in action. The objectives set for us by the college are to 1, use a variety of teaching strategies and technologies that encourage elementary students' development of critical thinking and problem solving. 2, create opportunities for active inquiry, collaboration, and supportive interaction in the elementary classroom based on knowledge of effective verbal, nonverbal, and media communication techniques. And lastly, number 3, modify instruction or make appropriate accommodations to allow and encourage all students to fully engage in STEM instructional activities. Our topic is set up just the way that we're used to. So we have our first discussion question, which is due by Wednesday. We have our second discussion question, which is due by Friday. And then we have an assignment, which is due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. And then, of course, we always have that topic participation, responding to at least 2 different people on 3 different days of the week. Okay, let's take a look at our discussion questions, and then we'll jump right into the assignment. The first DQ is a really great discussion. It is asking which subject areas do we think benefit the most from the integration of technology, and which subject areas do we feel like are the most difficult to integrate technology. So, for example, my personal opinion is I think that physical ed or PE classes are a little bit difficult sometimes to incorporate technology, although there is technology that can be used, such as fitness tracking and things like that. But, obviously it really relies on students being there, being present, being active, rather than doing things on the computer or incorporating that technology. I also think areas like fine arts, so for example, painting or sculpting classes, is a little bit hard to use the technology to complete assignments. So those are just some examples for you. I think it's going to lead to a really good discussion because I know people will have different opinions. And then the last question is, are there any subject areas that should not have technology integrated at all? And then we will explain our rationale. The second question is also a really great one for discussion. Do you believe students should be able to bring electronic devices from home into the classroom? And then we will explain our rationale either way. All right, so we have the big assignment in this class, which is worth 300 points. It is our benchmark technology integrated lesson plan. There is a rubric for it, so I highly recommend that you view the rubric before you start the assignment, and that you review the rubric before you submit your assignment so that you can make sure that you've covered all the bases. It consists of 2 parts. The first part is the STEM lesson plan. So we will look at the lesson plan template together. And then part 2, reflection. And I've also put this on the template for you guys. So I'll share that in just a second. But we're basically going to just do a 250 to 500 word reflection on the process of designing a learning experience that integrates all components of each 4 of the STEM pieces into instruction. And then there's a few more questions for us here. We are looking for a minimum of 3 scholarly sources. I know that sometimes people have different opinions on what scholarly is. For me, scholarly is any piece of work that is intended to educate and to contribute to a larger body of knowledge. So that's kind of my perspective on what I consider a scholarly source. Sometimes it's peer-reviewed, but it doesn't always have to be a peer-reviewed source, in my opinion. Okay, to find the COE lesson plan, we are going to come here to the Student Success Center, which is down here on the left side. So you're going to click here on the SSC. Once you're on that page, you'll go to the College of Education, and then you'll go to lesson plan templates, and you'll be able to find the GCU lesson plan template. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I am also going to share this template for you guys. So what I've done basically is taken the GCU template and then added some extra things just to make it a little bit easier for you guys. So, okay, so if you download the lesson plan template from the Student Success Center, it'll look just like this. The only difference is I've added some things in green to sort of help out and just make the lesson plan a little bit easier for you all. So for example, On the first one, so of course, we're going to fill in this whole top piece here. But you'll see, like the first example says, in 2 to 3 sentences, summarize the lesson, identify the central focus based on the content and skills you are teaching. So you can see that I broke it down for you here so that you don't miss any components. So I've got the summary and then the central focus, concept, and skills. So I've broken down the entire template for you in green so that you know that you need to fill in all of these things here. And then that way you're not missing anything, because I know that the lesson plan template it's beefy, it's big. There's a lot of components to it, so I want to make sure that you don't miss anything. So all of the font that is in the black color here, this is from the College of Education, and then anything in green is what I have added for you, just to make it easier to know, okay, I've got to put something here, I got to put something here. Okay, I scroll down, okay, cool, I've got to put something here, I've got to put something here and here. So just hopefully that this makes it easier for you as you go through. So I would recommend that you always read the instructions from the College of Education. And then again, all the green places here are the spots that you'll fill in, just so we make sure that we don't miss anything. Okay, and then as we scroll through, so again, you can see all my green font. And then as we get to the very, very end, keep coming here, I have pasted the rationale that we should be responding to, and then just a reminder to support our findings with a minimum of 3 scholarly resources. Your rationale here, this is the place where I would add my 3 scholarly resources. So use those 3 scholarly resources to support your statements here and the claims that we are making. And then I just have a friendly reminder here that references should be on a separate page using the header references that should be bolded and centered. Actually, let's just do this. So I'm gonna insert page break. That way we just pull this onto a new one. I'm actually gonna pull this out and we're gonna not underline that. Okay. That way you guys already have this here on a separate page, and then that should be formatted for you. Okay. All right, so I will post this template for you in the announcements. If you have any questions about the template, if you have any concerns, I'm happy to meet with you during the week. I can meet with you through Zoom, and we can take a look at some of the components of your lesson plan if needed. I'm on spring break this week, so I could really meet, really anytime during the day. So I know 300 points is a lot, and I'm happy to meet with you if you have any concerns or if you want to brainstorm some ideas together. I love lesson planning, so I'm happy to help you with that. I hope that you have a blessed week, and if anything comes up, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to try and help. Okay, take care.